Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. 2020 has been a wild year so far. The Bold and the Beautiful's outlandish new storyline seems a fitting way to end the year, taking a cue from the Andrew M.C. Carthy/Kim Cattrall 80s cult hit, Mannequin. The soap is involving a doll into a love story. As B&B fans know, Thomas Matthew Atkinson is still hung up on his wife, Hope Annika Noel. She's happily married to Liam Scott Clifton. But that doesn't lessen Thomas's devotion. But his devotion is quickly turning into obsession. Obsession is the bread and butter of soap operas. But the CBS Sudzer is taking it to a whole new level, as teased by EP Brad Bell in August. One of the mannequins would become the story. Due to COVID guidelines, the soap opera implemented a policy of using mannequins in scenes where social distancing wasn't possible. As a fashion designer, Thomas has access to mannequins in the showroom. So, he took one home and dressed it up as Hope. But now the mannequin has taken on a life of its own in Thomas's mind. Literally, in a recent episode, the Hope mannequin encourages Thomas to kill Liam. After bursting into Thomas's apartment, Liam saw the creepy doll. He promptly let the real Hope know about it. When she went to her ex-husband's place to check out her likeness, the mannequin began urging Thomas to have sex with the real Hope. Take her. The mannequin repeated to Thomas. Blow-up dolls and mannequins are the butt of the joke in many comedy movies. The actor who plays Thomas, Matthew Atkinson, did his research by watching one such movie. During an interview with Soap Opera Digest, the actor cited Lars and the real girl as his inspiration. The coronavirus pandemic shut down television production for months, including soap operas. While B&B had a few months' worth of episodes in the can, they eventually ran out. Along with The Young and the Restless in General Hospital, the daytime drama dipped into the archives for throwback episodes. In June, B&B was the first television show to resume production, but it came with very strict guidelines, including social distancing. That meant actors had to stay 6 feet apart in scenes, which made it impossible to film love scenes. So, to overcome that hurdle, the soap started using mannequins instead. In some cases, an actor's real-life spouse stood in for the scene. The scenes were then pieced together using editing. When it comes to the Bold and the Beautiful, fans know to expect the unexpected. Love triangles, secret affairs, shocking betrayals. The show thrives on drama that pushes the envelope, but the latest storyline may just take the cake. Yes, you read that correctly. The long-running soap opera is going there, into the world of mannequin romance. For decades, B&B has tested the boundaries of soap storytelling, from Brooke Logan's countless love affairs to Ridge Forrester's constant romantic entanglements. Nothing has seemed too outlandish, yet the current narrative has the internet buzzing. A central character has developed a bizarre, but strangely compelling, romantic attachment to a life-sized mannequin. The origins of the mannequin romance. The story began innocuously enough. The character in question, who has long struggled with heartbreak and personal connection, stumbled upon a mannequin at the Forrester Creations design studio. Initially intended as a display model for the upcoming fashion line, the mannequin quickly became more than a prop. Producers and writers planted subtle hints over several episodes. Lingering glances, whispered conversations, and moments of jealousy when the character noticed others approaching the mannequin. What started as a quirky visual gag slowly evolved into a full-blown emotional storyline. Fans who initially laughed at the absurdity soon began to notice something deeper. A commentary on isolation, unfulfilled desires, and the human need for connection. One insider revealed, the idea came from a desire to explore loneliness in a unique way. It's funny, yes, but it also has a surprisingly emotional core. Soap operas are always about relationships, and this just takes that to a surreal new level. Why the story is resonating. At first glance, a romance with a mannequin might seem ridiculous, a gimmick bordering on the surreal. And indeed, social media exploded with memes, jokes, and disbelief. But beneath the humor lies a surprisingly relatable theme. The struggle to find love in a world that often feels cold and indifferent. Viewers have been captivated by the character's genuine affection for the mannequin, which, in its silent and unjudging way, provides a sense of comfort and stability. Unlike complicated human relationships, the mannequin is predictable and uncritical, an oddly soothing presence amid the chaos of Forrester creations and the constant betrayals that define B&B. Some fans have praised the storyline for its bravery. On Twitter, one user commented, "Only B&B could make me feel empathy for someone in love with a mannequin. It's absurd, yes, but it also makes me think about how we all crave connection in different ways." Indeed, soap operas have always thrived on heightened emotions and improbable situations. This storyline, while extreme, is simply an evolution of the genre, blending humor, pathos, and the familiar soap opera obsession with love. No matter how unconventional, behind the scenes, how the romance plays out, producers have gone all in on the mannequin narrative. Episodes feature scenes of the character dressing the mannequin in designer outfits, sharing whispered secrets, and even recreating iconic romantic moments from previous storylines. Only this time, the mannequin is the silent partner. The writing team has also cleverly incorporated humor without undermining the emotional core. Co-workers at Forrester Creations often comment on the unusual attachment, offering witty remarks that acknowledge the absurdity while also showing that the character's feelings are genuine. Meanwhile, costume designers have embraced the storyline, creating an evolving wardrobe for the mannequin that reflects the character's moods and desires. In one episode, the mannequin sports an elegant evening gown, matching jewelry, and even a carefully styled wig. This attention to detail highlights the seriousness with which the writers treat the narrative, despite its comedic overtones. One actor on the show admitted in an interview, "At first, we laughed when we read the script, but then we realized there's a real story here about loneliness, longing, and the need for love. It's ridiculous, yes, but also oddly touching." Fan reactions, shock, humor, and curiosity, as expected. The storyline has divided fans. Some view it as a hilarious gimmick, a moment of pure soap absurdity that reminds them why they love B&B. Others are genuinely moved, seeing the mannequin as a symbol for unfulfilled desire and emotional vulnerability. Fan forums have been filled with debate. Is the character genuinely in love? Or is this a coping mechanism for past heartbreak? Could this storyline last for months? Or is it a short-term comedic detour? And perhaps most importantly, what happens when other characters finally confront the mannequin romance head-on? Interestingly, the storyline has also sparked broader discussions about mental health and emotional well-being. Many fans relate to the idea of finding comfort in unusual ways, especially in a world where human connections can be messy, unreliable, and fraught with betrayal. In this sense, the mannequin isn't just a prop. It's a mirror reflecting universal human struggles. The creative genius behind the plot. Soap operas often rely on shocking twists to keep audiences engaged, but the genius of the mannequin romance lies in its duality. It's both outrageous and poignant. Writers have managed to craft a story that is visually absurd yet emotionally resonant, blending comedy and drama in a way few shows could attempt successfully. By pushing the envelope, B&B is also creating opportunities for memorable moments that will undoubtedly be referenced in pop culture for years to come. Imagine future recaps and trivia quizzes. Which soap opera star fell in love with a mannequin? The answer, of course, will forever include the bold and the beautiful. One executive producer hinted at future developments. "We're just scratching the surface. There's room for tension, humor, and even romance with human characters." The mannequin storyline allows us to explore new dynamics in a safe yet entertaining way. What this means for B&B. The mannequin romance is more than a quirky side story. It represents B&B's willingness to experiment and take risks in an era where traditional soap operas must compete with streaming shows and digital content. By blending humor, drama, and absurdity, the series keeps longtime fans engaged while attracting new viewers intrigued by the novelty. The storyline also reinforces a core principle of soap operas. Love, in all its forms, drives the narrative. Whether it's forbidden love, secret affairs, or, now, a romance with a mannequin, B&B reminds viewers that emotions are at the heart of everything. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.